Monday's lesson, we look at Monday's lesson, it talks about the point of being honest and the importance of being honest and being able to say, hey, you know what, that's a text I hadn't really considered before, I hadn't looked at it, I'm not sure what that means, I'm going to have to go home and study, rather than trying to give a very quick superficial answer that later turns out to be wrong. God is more concerned with an honest heart than a right answer. Do you understand the difference between an honest heart than a right answer? The Jews, when they were asked by King Herod, where is the Messiah to be born? They told him, Bethlehem. They had the right answer. Bethlehem is where the Messiah is going to be born. But they did not have right hearts. They were right about which day of the week was the Sabbath, but they were wrong about their heart attitude to the Lord of the Sabbath. They were right on which foods were on the approved list. But being right on these facts made no difference to them. Their hearts were still not right. The Good Samaritan, on the other hand, his heart was right. But as far as we know, he never kept a Sabbath, never ate the right food, never paid tithe, never did sacrifice at the temple. He never was right on all of these things. But his heart was right.
Rahab's heart was right.
Rahab's heart.
That was the wrong answer.
Does this mean having right hearts then negates the responsibility of pursuing truth? It does not. It's just the opposite. The person with the right heart has a heart that loves truth, wants to grow in truth, wants to embrace the truth, wants to apply the truth at the earliest possible moment. But it acknowledges the right heart, acknowledges it's about the heart motive, not the actual factual accuracy. Because, here's why, we're finite. At what point in universal history, you can go 1 billion years into the eternity with a new heaven and new earth, at what point will any of you in here know all truth? We never become God. We never become all-knowing. We never become infinite. We always have more to learn, which means even in a sinless universe in the future, we still have more growing to do, more to learn in the facts and the point. But our hearts will be pure. We will have godly motives and principles in the heart. So, in fact, I'm going to suggest we can even come to a time in the future where we can be wrong on things with a right heart. You could see a person like Einstein, if he's in heaven, loving, one of the things he rejoices in is complex astrophysical calculations. You can see him working a problem on the board. But it's really complex. And any of you who've ever discovered something, is there more joy in just giving the key and knowing the answers, or discovery? And which helps you grow and comprehend and really go, oh, this is amazing, is when you study it out and understand. Can you see him maybe having the equation wrong? And maybe he's on it for 2 million years. And one day Jesus comes over and just makes a little adjustment in one section of the equation. He goes, try it now.
Carry the one.
Yeah. and then an epiphany. Can you not see those possibilities and apply that across a whole landscape of things we don't know factually? There's tons of stuff we may get wrong in the hereafter, factually. But none of us will be wrong in our heart attitude. We will all love God. We will all love each other. We will all practice His methods. We'll live in harmony with His design laws. And we will love truth and be willing to grow in the truth. This is critical. And so there is a knowledge, though, while we may not know all the facts, there is a knowledge that is necessary, and that is John 17:3. Life eternal, they might know you. This is not factual knowledge. See, many of us know about George W. Bush, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. We know about them. How many of you all know them? Many Christians study the Bible as a biography. And they know all the facts. They can answer all the Bible quizzes. You play that Bible trivia with them, boy, they get them all. That doesn't mean they know God. And this knowing is experiential. It's like the difference between studying, swimming, mechanics, and theory in a classroom and actually getting in the water and knowing how to swim. Those are not the same. And what salvation is actually knowing God personally in your heart and then loving and trusting Him and having the law written on your heart and mind. There's a bunch of fun stuff in the notes. We're already over time. So we didn't get through it all, so we are back on sync.